There are literally hundreds of swordsmen in One Piece world, but did you even wonder who the strongest ones are? Well, after analyzing each one, I managed to create a list of top 10 swordsmen of all time. So let's start the video. On 10, we have Admiral Fujitora. Fujitora was introduced after the time skip. He is more focused on doing what's best for the people before anything else. Due to his blindness, he wields a shikomi zue, a Japanese sword stick that can be used both as a cane and as a weapon. He also happens to have one of the best devil fruit for a swordsman, as it allows him to infuse gravitational force into his sword and perform some really cool attacks. And since his introduction, he didn't seem to be using his full power in any of his fights. On 9th, Roronoa Zoro. Zoro's goal is to become the world's strongest swordsman, and unlike some of the other characters, he doesn't just use a one sword but 3 swords to fight, calling his technique 3 sword style. Zoro's most impressive feats come from Wano, where he not only managed to injure Kaido but also defeated his right-hand man King. But Zoro is still far from reaching his peak, meaning he will definitely move higher on the list as time goes on. On 8th, we have Holy Knights. They are a new introduction to the story, an organization of elite fighters who take orders from St. Fegerlin Garling, the former ruler of God Veli. But they haven't been fully introduced yet, so their place on the list is only speculations at this point, and it may change as time goes on. Another speculative entry on the list is St. Ethan Baron, a member of 5 elders, and seeing he is the only member carrying a sword, I think it's pretty safe to say that he is a swordsman. On 6th, Silver's Rayleigh, vice captain of Roger Pirates. Rayleigh managed to master all 3 forms of hockey, and even after at the age of 76, he was still powerful enough to battle against Marine Admiral Kizaru, which make you wonder how strong was this guy during his prime. And another legend from Rayleigh's era is Kazuki Oden. Oden was a swordsman who used a 2-swords fighting style, and sailing and sparring with legends like Whitebeard and Roger increased his skills significantly. On number 4, red-haired Shanks, one of the 4 emperors. Shanks has mastered all 3 forms of hockey with his conquerors, hockey potentially being the strongest in the entire world right now. One of his feats is regularly fighting Mihawk, but he never settled the score with his old friend and rival Drakel Mihawk. Mihawk is currently the world's strongest swordsman, as well as former member of the Warlords of the Sea. Now we left with only top 2 characters of the list. On 2nd, we have Gold Roger, the Pirate King. Roger is a man feared by many. Only a few people in the world would dare fight him, and even they never seemed to be able to beat him. As the man who conquered the Grand Line and had the highest bounty in their history, he definitely deserved this place. Now on first one and only, Ryuma. Ryuma is a legendary swordsman regarded as the greatest samurai to ever live and earned him the title, the Sword God.